Hey guys, welcome back to Free Car Repair. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you guys having a Honda Odyssey. We're talking about that generation here from year 2011 to year 2017. If you guys have one of those, you have problems where the heater doesn't work, guys. It could be the front or rear heater doesn't work. Stay with us, we'll explain which 3 fuses you need to check in 2 different fuse boxes, where you can buy cheap replacement fuses, that way you don't waste your money, and why it's important to test fuses and relays. All that, guys, will be covered for your convenience today. Make sure to stay until the end. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. If you guys have a Honda Odyssey, that generation from year 2011 all the way to year 2017, guys, we will make a video about every single fuse, every relay. Why? Because in the manual sometimes it's not clear what the fuses relays are for. Okay, it could say something like FI. How do you know that this is the fuel injection, but actually it's for the fuel pump? So we're going to make video for every single fuse, every relay, because most of you will eventually even lose your manuals and they're not clear written, guys. We're doing that to save you time and money. So if you need to find a fuse and you're down the road, let's say you need to find the engine starter fuse, all you have to do, just search for it. 1 second, the video pops out and you can find which fuse you need to check. Another thing now, guys, we're constantly working here at the garage on cars, constantly taking things apart, and we make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos on every car we get at the garage. We have more than 1.2 million subscribers on our channels, guys. Check it out if you need help with mechanical work, body work, anything like that, it will be there. Now, something else, guys, relays, fuses, okay, they could be really expensive. You have special fuses, you can see like the JK's fuses, you have mini blade fuses, multi-fuse box, okay, and these fuses could be really expensive. So guys, we're going to show you those are Honda specific fuses that can be really hard to find, or they can cost you a lot of money. So we'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get fuses, relays at a good price and quick shipping as well. So let's go ahead and continue now. So if the heater doesn't work on your Honda Odyssey, what do you need to check? Which fuses? We'll demonstrate on 2015 model Honda Odyssey. Fun fact, you have 5 different fuse boxes, but we need to work in just 2 of them, fortunately. So right here, guys, on the inside, if you come to the driver's side, right there, all the way to the driver's side, under the dash where the pedals are, you look upside down. Under the dash, guys, you're going to see a fuse box layout that looks just like this one. Okay, talking about that one here. Now, before we continue, let's explain why it's super important to test fuses and relays. So let me explain why it's super important, guys, to test fuses. Fuses, not often you can see if they're burnt or they're good. Sometimes they may seem perfectly fine, you think it's a good fuse, you put it back in, and you end up spending money and time on parts and problems that do not exist, guys, when all you had to do, test your fuse, find out it's bad, replace it, fix your problem. So we will have a video how to test a fuse, okay, different kinds of fuses, and how to test relays, guys. We're going to put the link in the description of the video below, specifically to that video. Please check it out. So the first fuse that we need to check 3 fuses today, but if we come and zoom in a little bit, you can see next to the fuses you have numbers. One of them is known as HAC fuse, okay, that's for the climate control and the heater. For the front and rear, check that fuse right here. It controls other things as well, but that's very important fuse. Then if we open the hood on that Honda Odyssey, you will have 2 fuse boxes. Main fuse box here, we don't need that one. We need that little bitty secondary fuse box, and if we zoom in a little bit, you're going to see that's the cover. We need to pop that thing open. You'll see a fuse box layout like this one. Good news and bad news. Here, guys, you have 2 fuses that are specific Honda fuses. It's known as multi-box fuse that consists of 8 individual fuses. Let me show you what they look like. Okay, that's on top. That's the side view, guys. You can see each one of those fuses. If one of them burns, you have to replace the whole box. So that's bad news. Good news, we'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get them at a good price. In order to replace or test them, you have to remove that bolt and pull the whole fuse out. Here we need to check 2 fuses. This is known as fuse number 2, and if you start on this side, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That 6th fuse, okay, will need to be checked, and from fuse number 3, we will need to check the very last fuse, okay, right there. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.